Welcome. This is the 22nd of March, and I'm just going to talk briefly about today's session and the Globex session. So we had the previous day, we had a nice squeeze into the close, and everyone's kind of watching the 940 above. It's big level on the daily, right? It's tested it here, up in here. 940, 950, and people are watching it to see if we get a breakout. In the Globex session, we consolidated before finally making a leg lower in London, finding support at 810, double bottoming, clearing these highs, and then for a nice push back up into 860, rolls over, higher low versus this, and then we get pops up into the open. So the open was nice because it was, I like when stuff opens kind of right where we closed, right? You're not chasing a gap. You gotta be patient, right? Because it can go either direction kind of in these circumstances. We can either see the continuation, which we saw, or it can roll over, right? So if we would have started getting closes underneath 860, we probably could have at least come back to 810. But that's not what happened. It ended up holding, popped up near 900, a little bit of selling, higher low versus this, and then a squeeze, basically, when we failed to head lower. Popped up into there, and a little bit of selling, found support at 900, right? No candle closes underneath, and then pops back up into high day for potential double top. Broke this low, kind of confirming the double top, but it ended up finding support versus this, and then a little bit of a squeeze into FOMC. So FOMC, I'm not going to talk about too much. It's very trappy. You just have to pick risk, right? Let's go to the 1 minute. Like in here, it's kind of just all willy-nilly, right? Like these guys are buying versus these lows, these guys are shorting versus these highs, etc. Like it's very tricky, and there's no real rhyme or reason. You have to more watch the tape, and I watch transactions because I want to see how stuff is actually forming. And then finally towards the end of the day, it kind of picked its direction, right? This came up, it was quite ways from here. So it's kind of showing sellers are winning out. The lower high versus this. And then we start making lows. And then we broke the low of the day. And anyone that was long from the morning basically is underwater. Well, since Globex. And we got that aggressive selling to close. Okay. Yeah, so it was an interesting session. Tonight, I'm actually short here, but it's not looking like it's going to work out, which is okay. We'll see if this comes down and turns into support or carries on. I'm only risking 12 points, so not too bad, but overall the trend is up, right? I'm playing counter trend. I'm kind of looking to see if we get maybe a rollover into the night, come down and maybe retest these lows is kind of what I'm looking. I have to kind of respect my levels, but it can easily come back up to 20 here. So if we do hold above 60, I'll be looking to try a long. I'll probably back up into 810. I'll try. So, anyways, yeah, lots of interesting stuff. S kind of the same thing. S is coming up here to 90, so that's good. It could come easily to 4,000. Probably will come to 4,000 now that I think about it. And S, same thing in the morning. I go to RTH. Same thing. Held support. Finally made that push. Rolled over at 46. Found support near 20s, which was the previous resistance. here, and then pop, pop, pop. Okay. Anyways, have a good night.